Hello, Moas. So I'm gonna be watching Yeonjun's Talk to You performance video that he dropped. I know he's been doing like a couple music performances of it here and there, but not like really consistent like I was thinking he would. But anyways, aside from that, I haven't really seen like the actual full on performance except for him doing like the dance challenges here and there. And like I said, I haven't watched any of his stages. I just know that I haven't been seeing him consistently because I've been watching a lot of other groups and haven't been seeing him as much in the background or anything like that, or whenever they upload the videos. I haven't seen many of him with his stage. But anyways, we're just gonna go ahead and watch. It's gonna be my first time seeing like the full on choreo as well, aside from like the snippets we've seen from the MV and like the dance challenge. Oh, he looks great in this. He looks great in this color of hair. I love the like the gray. Hey. Ooh! Oof! Hey. Hey. Oh. It's interesting kind of seeing like him, do his own thing and the girls do like something else in the background. And now we're back to like, hey, the male dancers. Oh. I'm really wondering how this would look like for a stage if he moves around this much, because I feel like it would be hard to do that. I feel like this song the way it comes in when it starts is very like to the point. Like, it doesn't it doesn't sound like, I'm sure there is like the structure of it. I'm sure there's probably like a pre-chorus and then the chorus, right? But for me, it doesn't sound like, like them kind of easing it, like where it's like kind of like more slower, like trying to build it up. It sounds like you're getting right to it, and then it like picks up like immediately with like the main chorus part of it. So it's just very interesting to see like what the choreo looks like for this as well, because you're like, oh, like this song is very like different. It's kind of giving me, like I said, very much like rocker kind of vibes, but on a way like something like maybe like, I don't know why I felt like it kind of gave me like Harry Styles vibe in a way, but like a more like different, like more like edgier, different kind of sound. You know what I mean? Like in a way, like very much rocker vibes. Maybe that is what I would probably use to describe it. So like when he comes in hard for the choreo, it's like, oh wow, like it's very like hard. It's like nothing new because we have seen this at least from the MV, like this part of the choreo as well, but the rest of it kind of seeing like how the female dancers come into play with it, and kind of like, him kind of like basically being like the Napun Namja, like the bad guy and like the bad like boyfriend kind of vibes, and like, kind of like a player. It's kind of what it's giving. So it's like, oh, okay, like interesting. Like I mean, obviously he ended up killing it with like his facials and everything, so I'm not really worried about that. It was just like interesting to see how the choreo was gonna end up looking in terms of that, and like kind of like the pushing and pulling, I feel like, of him kind of also kind of giving, in a way, like the like, I'm like too like I'm like hot shit basically, in a way. That's what it was giving me. Oh, and also kind of giving a little bit like, I think it's kind of the same thing, a little bit like of a narcissistic vibe. Not so much like, him being like, oh, like, it's about me, but like, you know what I mean? Like when, like I said, very much like a bad boy kind of vibe where like, oh, they love themselves a lot and they like think a lot of themselves, and kind of in the way with the song as well, like with all the women as well in the choreo, and like, you know what I mean, kind of giving like him like being highlighted, and having, but it was both women and male, right? If that makes sense, does that make sense to you? I don't know if I'm like making, if that's coming across or not. But I definitely, it's giving very much like that, like I'm the shit basically is what it's giving, which I'm like, okay, like period, like nothing wrong with like a little bit confidence, nothing wrong with saying like, yeah, like that, this is me, this is my aura, like deal with it basically, right? But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I shall see you in the next one.